Hello, Rama Pupodu. Hope all are in good health, feeling great, wonderful, having a happy and peaceful life. Now let's continue with devotee NRK. That was a revelation to me. As a matter of fact, none of the old devotees claimed that they were realized. I was close to NRK because he used to come frequently to the ashram. Since I stayed permanently at the ashram from 1960, I would incessantly ask him to narrate some of the reminiscences. From 1960 onwards, whenever he came, he would stay for long periods of time. It was he who gave information about the classmates of Bhagavan. When Bhagwan's family was at Tiruchuli, they stayed next to a family where there was a small girl called Lakshmi. Lakshmi narrated the following to NRK. When Bhagwan was in the womb, Alagamal experienced an incessant and unbearable burning. Hence, a paste of neem leaf and vilva leaf was applied on her stomach every day to provide some kind of relief. We get this information only from Lakshmi, who was supposed to be close to Bhagavan's mother. She had also said that when she was 2, Bhagavan and she would suckle from Alagamal at the same time. As a matter of fact, Bhagavan was nursed by his mother till the age of 6, and Lakshmi attributed his strong physique to this. Bhagavan's classmates have also disclosed that though it is stated that in the biographies that on September 1, 1896, when Bhagavan got down from the train, he went straight to the temple. This is not how it happened. The train arrived at 6 in the morning. Bhagavan was in a state of sheer ecstasy. He did not go straight to the temple. He wandered in the streets of Tiruvannamalai, and only around 12 at noon did he enter the temple. The doors of the temple were locked, but when Bhagavan entered, every door opened. When he went inside, he found no one. Bhagavan embraced the lingam and declared, "Father, I have come at thy bidding. Thy will be done." Everything was Arunachala's will. It was not Bhagavan's plan. I asked NRK about the personal habits of Bhagavan. NRK replied, "Not only have I observed them, but I have tried to follow his example all my life." One noticed in Bhagavan's daily life personal cleanliness, tidiness of dress, the equal sharing of all food with those around him, and a strict adherence to a time schedule. He did useful work, however low it may be. He never left a work unfinished, never asked another to do something which could be done by him, and never considered himself as superior to others. He always spoke the truth, or kept a strict silence if his expressing a truth would hurt or lower the reputation of others. Finally, he never worried about the future. Bhagavan taught us devotees by example. We should follow his example in body, spirit, and mind. Once, in 1980, I lamented to NRK, "You have been doing sadhana. Even now you are continuing your sadhana. Professor, I am burdened with ashram work. I have no time to do sadhana. I feel miserable when I look at you." He replied, "Why worry? It is immaterial whether you do sadhana or service. Fully recognize that you are a part of Arunachala. That is enough." Puzzled, I asked, "What do you mean that I am part of Arunachala?" NRK took me from my office to the foot of the holy mountain. He reverently pointed the mountain out to me and said, "Arunachala is the pure self, the I am, the nature of Tat Tavam Asi. That thou art, you are that." The Vedas also declare this truth. Humanity has forgotten that Arunachala is the same I am in each one of us. That Arunachala is the essence of Vedas. In order to make humanity recognize and re-establish the truth of I am, Arunachala itself has taken the human form of Ramana Bhagavan. When Arunachala took the human form to spread the truth of I am, all the rocks and boulders from the hill also took birth as devotees. So, be assured, Ganesan, You and I are also rocks and boulders of Arunachala. Just as Bhagavan went back to Arunachala in the form of a meteor like light, which we all saw, we too, when we drop our bodies, will go back to the holy mountain. Keep this truth deeply embedded in your heart. Share and announce the greatness of these rocks and boulders. Be happy, Ganesan. You have this work to do. I feel Bhagavan wants you to do this. I was very fortunate to have influenced NRK and his wife to stay in Ramana Ashramam for a long time. This gave me the great opportunity of receiving his blessings. Once around 1981 or 1982, I requested him to grant me the state of ecstasy that he and the other old devotees experienced in the presence of Bhagavan. He was overjoyed at this request of mine. He said, "Yes, not only you, Ganesan, but anyone who listens to this incident will melt into Ramana's silence inwardly and shed tears of ecstasy outwardly." Listen to this. One day, Bhagavan was seated cross-legged on a bench close to the thatched mud hut that had been built over the mother's samadhi. Bhagavan's classmate Rangan, Ramaswamy Pillai, and other old devotees were sitting on the floor before Bhagavan. They all started singing the 5 hymns in praise of Ramana called Ramana Stuti Panchakam in Tamil. Rangan was on the floor close up to Bhagavan. Let's continue in the next chapter. Thank you. Bye bye. Rama Rama Puppotu.